Good morning. It's going to be a bit windy up here. Just out on my Monday morning run. And the clouds are just kicking off. Look at this here. Beautiful, and over to the east. Not too shabby at all. Now we're supposed to get some seriously bitter cold conditions this week. Not sure whether we're going to get any snow, but even if we just got some ice, frosted up little bits of kelp, maybe even get myself across to one of the local woodlands, what we might end up just getting is that bitter easterly wind, which is bringing some seriously crazy snow to the east of England and Scotland. Now, interesting fact, this, as the media like to portray it, is Beast from the East Mark II. Well, Beast from the East Mark I, that was our first month away, a few weeks after buying it, in the camper van, and we went to the Isle of Mull. And while most of Scotland and England was getting gridlocked with heavy snow, Mull stayed reasonably snow free, but with wind chill it was minus 20. But the benefit of that being such bad conditions is we pretty much had Mull all to ourselves, and it really just cemented our love of being in the van. We got some of the best views of white-tailed seagulls and of otters. I'm going to carry on running. Some beautiful conditions over Donegal as well, and with that cloud around, the sun obviously comes over this gap here, this visible horizon. You might even get some little pockets of light illuminated in the foreground, but time to run though, time to run. Well, good morning, and that's a cold one. I was actually hoping to go around again to the little fossil beach and grab some maybe icy sort of patterns on the kelp, but it's an easterly wind, and that wind around the east side of Portrush is keeping the sort of ice completely non-existent around there. So I've come back around actually to West Strand, and I was kind of a bit despondent because I thought, you know, what's the plan, Nigel? And then I thought, well, we've got little flurries of snow going on, so I thought I'd come up on, and it's also a low tide, which means I can kind of walk out onto these rocks just on West Strand. And it's incredible how changes in the environment can just make a more mundane scene have at least some potential, and that's certainly what's going on below my feet here. There's lots of cracks and crooks and crannies in these rocks, and on a normal day they would almost go completely unnoticed, but because there's sort of little bits of snow line in there, it's almost creating a fantastic little sort of contrast between dark and white. Obviously thinking black and white, high contrast. Now there's also a chance that we might find the odd ice sort of puddle as well. Let's have a little bit of a play around in that. It is cold. So I actually just decided to record a little bonus vlog down shooting those little patterns that I talked about. Guess you'll see that at some point in the future. And it's stunning conditions. Brought myself up now. Goodness me, look at that. Ooh, snow showers moving off. Some lovely front illuminated light, and just shooting to the conditions. So yeah, all rather nice. And actually the temperature's kind of risen as well, which is disappointing because the snow down here sort of dissipated pretty quickly, but none too showy. that is bitterly, bitterly cold. Just in the process of maybe, well, I am capturing another potential image for the little handmade book. And again, it's just sort of seeing those opportunities that might not come along again. Down below me here, just a bit like the little sort of abstract scenes that I was shooting earlier. You've got all that lovely sort of contrast between the rocks and the white bits of snow, and then obviously the sea in the background. Still not sure it works from the handmade book perspective, not least because I actually threw the Fujifilm Velvia film simulation on here, and I really loved how the colours came out in the rocks. So while black and white might lend itself to this here, I actually like the little orange flexes that the Fujifilm Velvia brought out. So I'm just shooting about just over a 2-minute exposure for this polarizer and 10 stop. Boy, it's cold though. Morning folks, just finished recording a little vlog, and as you can see, we had a little dusting of snow. Most unlike Portrush, most unlike the coast here, we don't get a lot of snow. So I was out just making the most of that. I actually headed up and looked down onto the golf course. Obviously no golf course is open at the moment, so it actually made the sun was out and it was creating some lovely sort of contrasty contours with the snow and the sort of humps and the snow and the humps. But it is blooming freezing, but lovely to get out. I was trying to shoot some simple scenes, which proved more challenging than I had hoped, but I guess you guys will see that vlog at some point. Now the next couple of days we're supposed to get some pretty strong winds, which is going to make it quite challenging for me to collect any more images for the book. So I might head back out again this afternoon and try to grab a couple, because I think Thursday through Sunday, Monday, very strong winds. Might mean, however, I can get out with a long lens and maybe do a bit of wave photography, so maybe catch up later in the week for a bit of that. But for now, I'm gonna grab that bad boy and wander back and grab myself a coffee. Build a snowman or two. Ooh. Actually, just on my way dandering through the dunes again, this is what I love about photography. You know, anything, just photograph everything and anything, and all I'm shooting here is just a rickety old fence, kind of just playing around with different compositions, different aspect ratios, and even different exposure settings, just really underexposing it just so it's just the fence coming through. But you know, here I am in a stunning, oh, it does now look like I'm in jail. I think I've maybe wandered onto the golf course or something. Stunning location, beautiful. And here I am, just photographing a rickety old fence. Oh, couldn't beat it with a big stick. Right, we'll make that slow march on to try to get some coffee. I feel like my lips are all frozen. Definitely time for coffee. Oh, good morning, folks. We have a bit of a snow blizzardy thing going on here in Portrush today, so thought I'd come out with the camera. Got the little X-T4 and the 35mm on. Just recording a little sort of handheld walkabout snowy vlog. Oh, it is cold. The X-T4 actually malfunctioned as well, which wasn't great. Had to go back and warm it up, give it a cuddle. But yeah, just dandering about in the snow and seeing what we can capture. Oh, cold. Alright guys, so that's it for another week. Interesting week with some pretty interesting conditions the last couple of days. I'm glad I was able to get out and shoot some video, shoot some photos. In fact, I'm hoping to have already, by the point this goes out, to have published a little additional bonus vlog. While I'm not going back to daily vlogging just yet, I might start to drop in a few extra vlogs as well. As I've said before, I really enjoy doing these, and while they're not going to be in place of making images, I do enjoy the creativity side of things and by making the vlogs. So I guess over the next few weeks we'll maybe start to see the number of vlogs on the channel ramp up a bit. Valentine's Day, which for a couple who are married God knows how many years, Nicola's working and I'm watching the football. No, but we've got a nice meal tonight. She did actually order me a little sort of special coffee this morning. A little truck turned up. Fantastic coffee and wonderful cake. And then we're going to have a bit of a Valentine's night dinner tonight. But I'm going to back now and watch the rest of the football. So as always, I'll put up a couple of images from the week. Some of them from the iPhone, some of them from the normal camera, the Fujifilm. And I guess we'll catch up again. Well, Friday's from the van, I guess, first and foremost, and then there'll be a regular vlog on Sunday. But for now, once again, thanks for following along these little moments between. And from this new glasses wear, take care. Bye-bye.